J'en étais sûr.
Who left this here?
Jenny's father had never carried a briefcase, and her mother couldn't afford one.
Let's see who this belongs to. Who carries around a fancy briefcase with a children's book inside? The hawk.
Même bouquin.
Hang on a second.
Bah oui, qui avait avec, qui était mort. Bonne nuit, Smève.
Jenny recognized the
Content
book.
que ça te plaise.
She'd seen a copy of it next to the dean's lifeless
Oui,
body.
oui.
In
Pas
the
qu'un bouquin.
library. There must be something significant about it.
Il y a des phrases qui servent à...
It's written in a foreign language. Weird.
Strange indeed, but surely it had a purpose that would become clear later on.
Let's take a closer look.
Je peux pas déplacer... Parce qu'il faut que je zoome, je suis con.
This feels familiar. Like I've seen it before. Wait, no! I've heard it before! On the radio in the underground lab!
Could there be a connection between the cryptic radio...
Let's find out. If I just follow the animals and numbers, I'm sure I can figure this out.
Elle me le remet en haut, il est sympa. Lapin et la 49e lettre peut-être? Le 49e mot. Dans ce coin. Ok. Les ours. Ah putain. Il manque une page du coup. On va faire celle qu'il y a déjà. Je pense qu'à mon avis, le Balden 36. Forever, non? Oui, non? Il n'y avait plus de baleine, non. Ah, par contre, il y avait Lapin 21 encore. Et il y avait lapin 55. Pourquoi j'ai l'impression qu'il y a des lapins de plus en plus à chaque fois? 55. Ours, boulette, loup, faucon. Faucon 30. Et belette aussi du coup. Paf paf le loup 51. Ah, je suppose que l'ours c'est aïe. Il y a un ours dans le bordel là? D'ailleurs c'est en anglais. Attends. Oui c'est en français. Un truc là. Pas censé me dire qu'il manque une page, hein.
Soon they will all listen.
Ah, The Rabbit and the Bear. J'avais pas... Putain. Je cherchais les images, moi je suis con. Bigleux. Ah, Bigleux.
Relive their
Je
rancid
lisais pas les
past.
titres.
The message read like a threat.
But from who? Could it be a message from the Dean's killer? Let me get this straight. Someone's broadcasting a sinister message in code, which is being picked up on a radio in an abandoned laboratory hidden in the forest. And the secret to decode this message is written in a children's book, which was locked inside a stranger's briefcase in my basement.
All of this was true.
That doesn't make it any less crazy sounding.
But not all mysteries could be solved in an instant. Sometimes questions had to percolate, like a good cup of coffee. Only then would the answers become clear.
I guess I'll let it brew for a bit. But right now, I need to get to my room and find my detective gear. Oh crap!
Hey! What are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking for more beer.
Make yourselves at home, why don't you?
Forget about it. There's more in the back of the fridge.
They better not eat my cookies.
Jackpot! They got cookies too.
Hey, have we searched down here yet?
You lose one game of cards and suddenly you want to search the house. Get it?
Oh, those, sir, are fighting words. You want to put your money where your mouth is?
Arthurton's finest, everyone.
There was no way Jenny could reach her bedroom without being caught by the police.
Which means I can't get my detective gear. Great.
But this was a basement, a veritable treasure trove of old possessions. Surely something around here would prove useful.
Maybe. But I can't see a thing. Let's shed some light on the situation. Of course the fuse is missing for the lights.
Évidemment.
Jenny wasn't prone to sentimentality, but seeing her father's desk, the disorganized muddle of books, photos, and the faint smell of ammonia, all reminders that her dad was here not so long ago.
Miss you, Dad.
Ammoniac, ça pue de dingue. T'imagines l'ammoniac, ça te rappelle l'odeur de ton père, quoi.
Mending the molecular bonds of marriage. Mom and Dad both worked an awful lot.
Jenny rarely saw the two of them together.
This one test tube looks recently used. The others are all covered in dust.
A small puddle of liquid had pooled on the desk.
Looks fresh. Still sticky. A field guide to fascinating flora, written by Weiss, Felding, and Strasberry. Did the Dean write this book? This was years ago. I looked like a kid. One of the rare times that Dad wasn't making a goofy face. He used to say, serious people make serious mistakes. I might, need this later. This is from the day of Dad's accident. Mom must have kept it.
C'était un accident tragique et imprévisible. Henry travaillait avec des produits chimiques dangereux et tout porte à croire qu'il a commis une grave erreur. Il éprouvait beaucoup de stress ces derniers temps et tout le monde peut se tromper. Aujourd'hui, nous disons adieu à un ami, un voisin exceptionnel. C'est le doyen qui a dit ça, d'accord. À mon avis... C'était pas qu'un simple accident.
But everyone in town seemed to blame Dad.
Quelque chose à faire avec ça?
Acrid inspections report. I've never seen this before.
Inspection acerbe. Plainte le 14 mai. Une source a déposé une plainte contre l'université concernant l'absence d'un système de ventilation adéquat dans les laboratoires. L'équipement que nous avons évalué est franchement dangereux. C'est une question de temps avant que quelqu'un soit sérieusement blessé. Les inspections des installations ont révélé un environnement de travail dangereux et non sécurisé. Malgré plusieurs avertissements, les inspections et inspections subséquentes, l'établissement n'a toujours pas réglé ses problèmes de non-respect aux normes de sécurité. En gros, son père il est mort parce qu'ils n'ont pas respecté les normes, mais il le savait que c'était dangereux, quoi. Conclusion, Jonathan ne laissait personne travailler dans ce laboratoire, c'est un piège mortel. Fermeture immédiate des installations recommandées en attendant de nouveaux équipements d'amélioration. Le 5 octobre, signé par Strasberry. Hein. Ah oui.
The dean signed the report.
Someone had circled the signature in red pen.
This contradicts the newspaper article which stated my dad made a mistake. Everyone in town blamed him for the accident. But they were all wrong. The lab was unsafe. He shouldn't have been working there.
And worst of all,
Dean Strasberry knew, but he still let my dad work there. October 5th. That was 1 week before.
her father's accident. Any rational mind could see it. Strong evidence linking her mum to the dean's death.
Ce que j'allais dire... Ça accuse beaucoup sa mère, parce que si sa mère était au courant de tout ça, elle a des raisons de le tuer quand même.
This doesn't prove anything.
But it was a clear motive for murder. Revenge.
My mom wouldn't do that.
But who else would see it that way?
There must be an explanation. I just don't know what it is yet.
Mais je pense que c'est son fils.
I can't let this fall into the wrong hands.
Was Jenny sure this was the right thing to do? It broke every rule in the book. Why would she need to hide evidence if her mom was truly innocent?
Mom isn't here to defend herself. It isn't fair.
But however she tried to justify it, Jenny knew this wasn't the choice of a great
I
detective.
need to buy myself some time. I can't afford anyone jumping to conclusions before I've had a chance to investigate. Aha! The missing fuse. And then there was light.
Jenny would need to work quickly to remain undetected.
Who knows when they'll come back? Now, where's the most likely place to find a makeshift detective kit?
J'ai pas fini ce qu'il y avait là. Regarde. J'allais là-haut, mais...
The week after Jenny's father died, Jenny had argued with her.
It was like she was trying to erase him.
But seeing them now, being reminded of him, Jenny understood.
I don't think Mom would have put her CSI equipment in any of these boxes.
A shaft of light peeked through the boxes.
There's more stuff back there. I just need a way through.
Jenny's instincts had been correct. Dozens of boxes lined the back wall of the basement.
There's probably something useful here, but it'll take forever to search through them all.
C'est marqué dessus, hein, techniquement.
CSI supplies. That must be Mom's old gear.
Bien vu, Sherlock. C'est une affaire rondement menée. Succès du verrouillé Private Collector.
It's not as good as mine, but at least it works. More or less. My key to the city. An old set of lockpicks.
Tucked away at the bottom of the box, something she pulled it carefully from the container and unfolded it.
This must be Mom's old jacket.
It smelled of formaldehyde and fingerprint powder.
From her CSI days.
And so, she tried it on.
Fits like a glove.
A giant oversized glove.
And it smells like Mom.
Her mother had never felt so close, and yet so far away.
I won't let them take you away from me too.
Jenny's search was complete.
It's not the world's best detective kit, but it'll do.
For the first time in her life, she felt like a real detective. She had a serious crime to solve.
And a seriously sharp outfit to match. Somebody else is here.
Ah oui, le gars du début là.